Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review today, and I'm pretty excited right here, guys, because this is my first impressions review of a very hyped fragrance, probably the most hyped fragrance of the end of 2022. And if this is my last video for 2022, what a way to go out with a bang, guys. Okay, so I am going to clarify a lot of things regarding this fragrance because, of course, with all the hype comes a lot of subjective info right here, guys. Before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Okay, liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to the channel, guys. And if you guys like these no hype objective reviews on these very hyped fragrances, and you know there's a lot of noise out there on these fragrances, I mean, definitely these reviews will definitely cut through all that noise. So please do not forget to like and subscribe if you guys like this content. And the fragrance that we will be talking about today is none other than Armaf Club de Nuit Urban Man Elixir. Yes, Elixir. Yeah, that red right there, that Elixir, Urban Man Elixir by Armaf right here, guys. And this fragrance, I got it in the mail maybe like 2-3 hours ago. Okay, so I got it in the mail, I opened it up, I sprayed it immediately to give you guys my first impressions feedback of this fragrance. And finally, this fragrance is in North America, guys, because this fragrance prior to that only released in the Middle East, in certain parts of Asia and Europe, but not in America. And finally, this fragrance made it to North America thanks to fragrancebuy.ca, and I guess they secured the distribution rights for this fragrance right here. They shipped pretty quickly as well. I was supposed to get this tomorrow, but I got this today, guys. So thank you, FedEx. Thank you, fragrancebuy.ca. Now, what is up with this fragrance? Okay, Club de Nuit Urban Man Elixir. Why the hype, guys? Okay, first and foremost, as you can see looking at the bottle, this bottle looks very, very similar to the infamous Club de Nuit Intense Man, guys. Okay, and that fragrance right there looks exactly like this. That fragrance just won Consumer Fragrance Award of the Year, guys. Okay, and that means that fragrance sold hundreds, maybe hundreds of thousands of bottles, guys. Okay, so it's a big deal. CDNIM is a big deal. I would say not only because of the comparisons to Creed Aventus, but I would say it's just that ongoing, you know, like legend of CDNIM. You know, I think it spreads all throughout, and because it's so affordable, you know, you will always have your diehard people that love CDNIM, and then you also have all those curious people buying into that bottle right there. So this one has a very, very similar bottle. Now, Urban Man, actually Urban Man, there's an Urban Man that already came out. But to me, like, I only learned about it recently. Like, I never thought that it was like, you know, a popular release from Armaf. You know, I know about the Siage one and the Milestone being really popular, but Urban Man, like, I was like, really? There was an Urban Man? Whatever. But obviously, guys, Elixir is the big marketing tactic right here, guys, because obviously this will make us think a couple things, and this is already, you know, the buzz out there, you know, that there are people that are saying that this is basically CDNIM or Aventus plus Dior Sauvage Elixir. There's also some people that are saying that this one right here is basically Dior Sauvage plus Aventus plus Baccarat Rouge. Okay, that's pretty crazy, guys. And I mean, you know, that's possible because we do know that there's a clone house out there, Dua, that does these, you know, that does tribrids and hybrids. And I mean, if you're really looking for legit Aventus Baccarat mix, I mean, they do have that. It's called Casino Elixir. Now, this one, Urban Man Elixir, with all the hype, guys, I mean, I just bought it, whatever, you know. I mean, this is why you guys watch the ads, so I can afford to buy these things, and I thought that it was a pretty easy blind buy. Let's go spray this thing right now. I mean, I sprayed it a couple hours ago. I have my thoughts ready, but let's do it one more time right here. Okay, guys, first off, let's talk about the sprayer of this bottle. Man, that thing just sprays a lot. Holy crap. I mean, look at my neck, guys. Look, I'm drenched. Okay, I'm drenched. I think that You know, this one right here, next time I'll probably just spray on my clothes and sparingly on my neck. My neck is pretty drenched right here with Urban Man Elixir. So let's answer these questions first and foremost. I mean, before I get into the scent development. First off, is this fragrance basically Aventus plus Sauvage, Dior Sauvage Elixir? The answer is no. It is not Dior Sauvage Elixir plus Aventus. Okay, and I'll explain that as we go. Second question, is this fragrance a mix of Dior Sauvage, Aventus, and Baccarat Rouge? Answer is no too. That's a no. It's a no, guys. Okay, and I'll explain to you guys the scent development right now. But let me tell you, all that buzz that you're hearing, it's a no. Okay, it's a no right here. Now let's talk about the scent development right here, guys, of Urban Man Elixir. So this fragrance opens up with a very, very prominent, sharp, prominent, whatever, dominant bergamot. Okay, bergamot is the big note in the intro of Urban Man Elixir. And that on its own, that strong bergamot, is why some people talk about CDNIM. Some people go into Aventus. They're like, oh, this is Aventus. This is CDNIM. But you know what, guys? Aventus has a lot of other things other than bergamot. But the impression, because bergamot is the sole strong citrus in the intro of this fragrance, it will make you think that the intro is definitely Aventusy. Okay, and the background of this is going to be jasmine as well as orange blossom. Now, jasmine is in Aventus. It is in Aventus. It's a background floral of Aventus. So you're going to get the jasmine right here. And the orange blossom right here is also a great uplifting floral note that is in, not in Aventus, but it is in other Aventusy types of perfumes. Okay, so they do use orange blossom as a backup uplifting white floral right here, guys. Okay, so it's a nice, yes, CDNIM like type of intro because simply of the bergamot and the background of uplifting florals right here, guys. Okay, so I really want to say that beautiful bergamot, and it does last for 15 minutes. So this CDNIM like bergamot right here does not last really a long time. It's like 15 minutes right here because there's a note that takes over on the 15-minute mark, and that is going to be pink pepper. Pink pepper is a beautiful spicy note that is somewhat uplifting as well. It's a nice bridge from that bergamot, guys, to be honest, but it is the bridge into the next stage of this fragrance, and it does come in, like I said, in 15 minutes. The spice of pink pepper does come in, and then it bridges into the mid, which is basically Dior Sauvage EDT. Okay, Dior Sauvage EDT. That is the mid. And even if you compare the notes, guys, and the scent profiles, gosh, it's pretty similar right here, guys. Okay, so here on the mid, just like Dior Sauvage EDT, you're gonna get your lavender, you're gonna get your vetiver, you're gonna get your geranium and your elemi resin. It's basically the same. Okay, and it smells the same too. Uplifting, nice vetiver, some geranium. I mean, basically, it's Dior Sauvage EDT, guys. And I'm sure you guys are also looking at the saffron, and you're probably thinking, is the saffron, you know, your Baccarat? Okay. Saffron is not Baccarat, okay? Saffron is not Baccarat, but it is the spice component of this mid that does not come in the beginning of the mid, but on the latter part of the mid, guys. Okay, so saffron spice, really, there's no cardamom, none of that. That's why it's not like a Dior Sauvage Elixir type. It's not even really a curve from that pink pepper. It's basically pink pepper into nice uplifting lavender, manly vetiver, some geranium, and some resins. It's not a dark like type of fragrance. Matter of fact, it's an uplifting, real nice, real sweet, you know. And this one right here also has marigold tagetes, which is, you know, in Bal d'Afrique. So it's one of those like florals that Baldia Freak uses as well. It's right here in the mid. So I would say uplifting and nice. You know, lavender, very nice transition, guys, again, from that pink peppercorn. And, you know, again, you're going to get saffron at the latter part of this mid. Now the dry down, I've yet to really hack this dry down because I would need a real full wear of this fragrance. Definitely I'm going to wear it tonight, guys, and maybe by tomorrow I have my output, my feedback on the dry down. But so far, like I said, this one is a 1-2 punch. But I would say also that the CDNIM part, the bergamot part, is not really as long lasting, although it's nice. I mean, although if you wear it, I guess first impact, first 15 minutes, you're gonna get people that will like that aspect of the fragrance. But within 15 minutes, as it curves, you're basically wearing Dior Sauvage EDT. That's basically what it is. And given that, guys, you know, I think that this is the end of my Sauvage journey. To be honest, I got too much right now, guys. I already got a pretty legit Dior Sauvage clone by Dapper, and then I had just got myself a full bottle of Gesada Ambassador Intense. I just reviewed that. And then this one is my Dior Sauvage EDT. I think that's the end of the line for me on the Dior Sauvage journey. I got more than enough to last me a very, very long time, guys. And I'm really glad I only spent like 69 bucks on this one. This one right here, I would say, I mean, just like Dior Sauvage, you know, this is gonna be your mass-pleasing, clubbing, dating, you know, perfume that, you know, the ladies are gonna love. Obviously, guys, with a little bit of that, you would say that Aventusy like type of intro right there, that bergamot right there. But I wish that that stage lasted a little bit longer, because 15 minutes to me is too short. It's too short, guys. I think that this fragrance, once the pink pepper takes over in 15 minutes, it already evolves into a Dior Sauvage EDT. And that part's really gone. But I wish that part was longer so I can get more of a 1-2 punch. You know, you nail them with the Aventus and then you nail them with the Dior Sauvage EDT. I don't know. That's my thoughts. Initial thoughts on this, guys. Is it worth it for 69 bucks for 100 ml? For sure. For sure, guys. If you're into this DNA, or if you're looking for at least one fragrance with this type of thing, the Sauvage thing, then definitely, you know, can't go wrong with this one, guys. And I'm already assuming that a large swath of Fragcom is already going, you know, gaga over this, especially if, you know, you don't really collect a lot of perfumes and you don't have a lot of money, really. The budget is tight on perfumes. I mean, I reckon this is gonna do the job right here. And if you ask me, what do I like, this one or CDNIM? It really just depends on where you are in your collecting journey, guys, okay? It's on your Sauvage collecting journey or a Ventus collecting journey. If you need a Sauvage EDT, a more uplifting one. And you know, this Elixir, this is pure marketing. This is just to get us, okay? There's no Dior Sauvage Elixir here. This is just to reel us in. If you want that uplifting Dior Sauvage EDT feel, guys, then definitely get this fragrance right here, okay? So that is it. That is my first impressions review of Club de Nuit Urban Man Elixir, guys, okay? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know the comments, guys. If you guys have tried or bought this fragrance, I would love to know your thoughts on this. And if you have some feedback on the dry down, which I do not have yet, let me know on the comments as well. And should I get the other ones? I mean, I don't know. Should I get the Bleu de Chanel? Bleu de Chanel clone? I mean, come on. I don't know. I really think that Armaf is just capitalizing on that Consumer Awards win. And I think that basically what they're doing is they're saying, hey, we've got a cheaper alternative. Bottom line. And, you know, I mean, this definitely does it right here. Okay, so until then, that's my first impressions review of this fragrance. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm back to work. Peace.